Hi guys, so today I want to share another story with you. Today I want to talk about the family Chantel, Pedro and Chantel's horrible reaction to Mother Karen's prying again, plus a quick recap and review. Now, if you watch my videos, you'll know I have not reviewed the Family Chantel yet. I've watched it. I thought it was a cute little show, but I really just didn't have time to review it. But I had to do it today, people. I had to do it, okay? Because I've had enough, all right? Enough. I'm not joking around. I'm getting tired of Chantel's mother running around town acting like the damn mall security guard. I mean, it's really like she went to damn college and got a degree in being a busybody. And even worse than having a degree, being a busybody, she has turned her daughter Chantel into a meddler too. It's like they got a little Budinsky crew. I mean, it is ridiculous. So if you watched last night's episode, you'll know that Chantel suggested that they hire a private investigator to do a background check on her sister Winter's boyfriend of 5 years, Ja. And I really did think it was the horriblest thing I ever seen. That is, until the results came in. Now, I forgot to tell you, while Karen was busy getting a degree being a busybody, I was across the hall getting one and being two-faced. And I'm putting it to use right now. When I found out that Ja had a 9-year-old son that he was keeping secret from Winter, I could not believe it. So all that stuff I said at the beginning of the video, just throw it out the window. You know, that's what two-faced people do. They say things they don't mean. Because this information is must tell the other person information. I mean, if he would have did something simple, I don't know, like shot a couple people after a fight during a card game, maybe I would have kept it to myself. But this, you really do have to tell Winter. And a small part of me can't help but to think that Chantel was a little happy when this information came in. I mean, because they had been riding Pedro for years now, and I'm sure she was thinking, well, now maybe they'll leave him alone. So I'm going to drag this out as long as I can. That way, all focus is on Ja. She had to be thinking that because when the mom talked about being supportive to Ja and seeing if he needs to talk about this and why didn't he come to us sooner. Did you see Chantel's reaction? She was like, why didn't you act that way towards Pedro? I'm telling you people, even though Chantel loves her sister and she doesn't want her to be hurt, she wanted this to drag out and she wanted to talk about it and she wanted to talk about it right there. But you know what? Karen wasn't having it, people. She had to get to Ja and Winter, and she had to do it now. So here she goes, showing up, busting up in the joint. I mean, she was fully back into Otis the security guard mode. She went in there and she just blurted out, we hired a private investigator and we found out that Ja has a 9-year-old kid. Boom, just like that. She didn't take her in the room. She didn't warm her up. No, just boom. Here's the information. Now deal with it, basically. But here's the thing, even though Karen told her daughter what she was supposed to, that still doesn't take away from the fact that something's seriously wrong with Karen. She cannot have adult children and be meddling in their business the way that she's doing it. At a certain age, they are grown. If they're going to make a mistake, then they're going to learn from their mistakes. But she cannot go around acting like anyone that they date or marry, pointing out all their flaws, and just acting like she doesn't have a life of her own. We all understand you love your daughters. Get it? But you guys are being way too overprotective. These two could be busted up for life because of meddling Karen. I mean, thank God that Dad came to his senses and tried to repair the relationship that is severely damaged with Pedro. So he took Pedro, River, and him to a dude ranch, and it wasn't like all was forgiven. They talked. Pedro said, how come you never trusted me? You know, why did you guys treat me like that? Why didn't you treat me like this in the beginning? And River, I wouldn't say came around. River is still leery of Pedro, but at least they're talking. And that probably would have been the highlight of the show. However, when they got back from the dude ranch, Karen had to let River and the father know the secret that Ja was keeping, and Chantel had to inform Pedro, and everybody's reaction was extremely shocked. And if Winter and Ja's relationship don't get back on track, I'm going to blame Karen, not Chantel, even though it was Chantel's bright idea to go to the private investigator. But Chantel's the daughter. She learned from the mother. It's the mom's fault for teaching Chantel how to be a meddler. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say, I think Karen, who I lovingly call Otis the security guard, I think Otis is primarily responsible for all of this mess. She gets everyone worked up. Haven't you guys noticed that? When she's around, nobody's talking, everyone's arguing and all up in arms. It has to be Otis. Otis seems to be the main problem here, people, and I don't see Otis changing anytime soon. Especially now that Otis has decided to go to the Dominican to see Pedro's family. Oh, God. Do you know all the meddling mess she's going to bring to the Dominican? I mean, I really do have a feeling she's going to get down there and act a fool. But as I say in every video, we all have our different opinions, and that just happens to be mine. So what I want to know today in my comment section is, who thinks that Chantel's mother is the pot stirrer in this entire situation? Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification button for more stories like these. Until next time, talk to you then. Bye.